Okay, so this is a follow-up video to the vase mode issue I was talking about with the Creality CR-6, where thin wall prints are coming out with this blobbing. So this is a one long continuous wall, and it's got blobs of filament because the print head kept stopping. Creality did respond to my support email about this issue, and they've said three things. One, update the firmware. Two, use the official slicing software. And number three, here's a test G-code file to print. I thought I'd do it in reverse because it seemed less, well, easier to do it in the reverse really. So I started out with the test print, but I don't think they fully understand the issue I was reporting, because the test file they've sent is obviously not a vase mode print. It's a solid calibration cube by the looks of it. It's definitely not a vase because it's doing infill right now. So forget the file they've sent, that's no good. What they have suggested is using the Creality software, so I'll try that next and see if that makes any difference. And then if that still is the same, maybe I'll try and update the firmware. But as far as I can tell, on these printers, it's printing now, so I probably can't. Don't think there's a way to see the settings while it's printing. Oh, should we screw this? Let's cancel this print. We don't need another cube. So, I'm pretty sure at the time of writing this already has the up-to-date firmware version, so that's the 1.0.2, which I believe is the latest version. I'll double check on Creality's website and see if there's a new one, but next step, test the Creality slicer. Okay, so here's a fresh copy of just downloaded Creality slicer. It's all got the default settings, standard quality and so on. So let's import a STL. Let's grab my vase wherever it was. There it is. Okay, so as you can see, it's a solid body. So we need to change that to vase. Where is it? We want to do where is it? I thought it was in here, special modes, is it? There we go. We do spiralize outer contour is what we want, and surface mode normal. Let's just, I think that's it, to be honest. Spiral mode. So let's do a slice and see what it looks like it's going to do. Preview. Yes, okay, so we're just going to have an empty body now. Let's see what I messed it up. Let's try again. So it's going to print a base and then go into the walls. Okay, let's give that a go. Save that to the SD card. Creality vase. And I'll go stick that in the printer and we'll have a look in a minute. Okay, so it's been printing for a while and it's all laid down the base fine, but as soon as it's got to the walls it's obviously doing the same thing. just stopping every so often. Let's have a look in there. Yeah, so Creality slicer, no good either. The last thing to try really is the firmware, but looking on Creality's website, the latest firmware that they've got a binary for at least is the 1.0.2, which is what's on my printer supposedly. There is a source code for 1.0.3, but that is source code, so I'm not familiar with the process to build it from source code to the actual bin file that the printer needs. So, I mean, I can try flashing and just overwriting the same version. Maybe they've got the version numbers mixed up and this is slightly newer than what's on the printer. Honestly though, I don't think it will make any difference at all. So, I'll give it a go, but I'm not that hopeful. Okay, freshly formatted SD card with 1.0.2 firmware. Let's see if we can get this to do an update. Well, that was all the instructions said. Freshly formatted card, put the bin file on the SD card and power it up. That didn't seem to do anything. Perhaps because it's the same version that was installed already. Okay, well, there we go. So there's the three options. Firmware didn't help. Creality slicer didn't help. And the G-code file they sent, completely the wrong thing. Definitely not a phase mode style print file. So if anyone has any G-code files that they've successfully got to work on this, I'd be really interested to find out if it works. So please do comment, link up some files. Yeah, back to Creality with this one.